Morning everyone, welcome back. Yeah, still got issues with the bar. Henry's just about to go spraying. He's just going to do the driveway paddock for us because we're going to get going this morning. After we're coming back out this morning, they want to see it going in the paddock. They did all their trials along here. It's just not big enough for them, so they want to see it going in the paddock. So we're only spraying out the 36 hectares right now, and yeah, we'll just see how we go. But it's not done. This morning's jobs, we are going to wash the wheels, and we've got the outside landing wheel, so the outside one, two inside ones, and then the outside one out here that we need to wash, and then we can crack into doing the wheel bearings on these ones. Now, as you guys saw in the last video, there's no grease in them, John Deere, or wherever they get the hubs from. It's just a joke. These four, so we did these two on both sides. Those four we actually had to tighten up a little bit. The ones on the back we just had to do grease. So I'm guessing that the rest of them we're going to have to tighten up these ones as well. So we will, yeah, we'll see. We won't know till we get in there. Now, AFGRI, they believe they have the left-hand side sorted because they moved them all. And then with this one, they physically moved this bar here. They physically pulled out and then got it to where it's supposed to be. But I think, from on the phone last night, I think they believe they've now created an offset. So a couple of videos ago we were talking about an offset. I think pulling that out, they've now created an offset somehow. I'm not too sure how. They probably just need to pull the other side out, if I'm honest. Leave this, because I think this, let's just say this side's 12.1, that side there's 12.05. So there is an offset. But to me that means I need to pull the other side out because it's not gonna fit in the paddock. You know, we're gonna end up with our gaps. But anyway, just waiting for the boys to get here. They've got the water. I've got the jack there, so I'll just jack this one up. And yeah, as you can tell, it's a frosty morning. It's a bit breezy. It's cold. Everything's dripping. It's cool. So it's a cool morning. Would be nice to get into some wheat. Alright, so in case you missed it in the last episode, this is how shocking it is for the John Deere wheel hubs. Look at that. Just no grease in there at all. None in the cap. And what I found when we were greasing, or when we were doing the others, we were putting nearly 150 shots of grease into the hub before it would start, coming through the bearing out to this side. So, and some of them, the grease was so burnt and you could smell it, and obviously you can see it. Like this grease here, when we squeeze it through, will come out brown, just burnt grease. So in my opinion, if we were to take this apart right now and have a look, I reckon there's no grease in the hub itself, and the bearings have been packed, and that is it. The amount of grease we're chucking into these, we went around and we did 4 grease cartridges so far. So yeah, absolutely shocking on John Deere's part. Quality control for that is, yeah, absolutely ridiculous. And then if we give it I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but then it does differ. Sometimes it's not actually the nut that's loose, so it's not actually the hub. This is on an axle, a bolted in axle, and we've found that that's it's the axle moving, not so much the hub and the bearing. So I think that one's okay. We'll just grease that, but yeah, still shocking. Okay, quite surprisingly, these inside ones didn't need tightening up, but my God, is their hub, it's the worst hubcap I've ever seen in my life. Like, it was so hard to get off, and then it's impossible to get back on. I still haven't got this one on. to the point that over there we jacked them up and we were like, okay, they're fine, we're just greasing through. So I've been trying that for about 10 minutes. Just gonna leave that, I'm gonna calm down. I'm gonna go and get ready to calibrate. We need to calibrate this wheat before we can get going. And then after that, I'll try and get it again, or Henry will be finished spraying and I can get someone with a level head who hasn't dealt with it yet to go and have a go. But I'll get calibration going. I've primed my lines on basically just by doing a seed check. So now I've got to clip that up. I've got the bag hanging behind me. Slide that bad boy on. Get calibrating. So we now weigh it. Stop my bag from moving to get a precise measurement. 1335. 13.35, accept. And then we're going to go accept. So the current value for the barley was 13.6. It's now changed into 16.0264. Accept that, we're done. Now we clear that one out and we do this one. Nearly ready to go. We just had to prime up his Flexion because when he finished the barley, I got him to do a flush because we're transporting and had it folded up and everything like that. And it turns, because John Deere split this, they turned the bloody tap off at the back there and didn't turn it back on. And we've had this thing agitating for half an hour, not realising that they'd turn a tap off. And so the pump's been dry for half an hour. Not happy about that. Yeah, because obviously there's no evident way for us to know if the tap's been off or not until you're trying to prime it, which we eventually got it to work. But yeah, anyway, we've now got all the Flexion through. He's about to start his outside lap. And then Afri will be here at some point this morning because I want to check out the spacings. And as soon as he gets on his auto steer, we'll be back out here to check out his spacings as well, because I want to obviously see what's going on with it and how we're at, where we're at, what's it look like. Everything like that. It's been a long, well, this is now going on to the third day of no wheat sowing, so I want to get going. It's getting very frustrating sitting there and waiting. It's the 8th of May. Alrighty, he's seeding away, so we're just going to leave him seed. He's doing his outside laps, so we'll let him go until he starts doing his up and backs. Now, because it's he's in a 10 hectare piece, so he's going to skip all the way away, and then he's going to skip back, and then that's when I can see what's going on with our offset or anything like that, if the guys have got that working or not. Hello, Bailey. So it's a pretty cruisy day in terms of I'm not going to need to fill or anything. So we've only done the 30 hectares. So this is a 37 hectare piece. It's really slow. I'm anticipating Afri to be here some point this morning to then be looking at it, and then they're going to want to fiddle with it. So Henry hasn't gone out and sprayed the last, I don't know what he's got on. Probably got 60 hectares left on board because he's done He went last night and did up against the boundary of the neighbour. See if I can get out of this wind. I don't know what the wind's like for you guys. So yeah, he's done that. So there's about 60 hectares left on board. So we still need to spray that out. Now you'll see Henry's car isn't here. Henry's knocked off. He's going to do bugs tonight. So we really need to get out and do our bug spray in Rhiannon there. The bugs are absolutely annihilating the crop. So he's doing that tonight. So he's knocked off because obviously he'll be too tired if I have him working now. So later on today, I'll jump on the boom. I'll spray out the what I need to spray out. I then need to do a boom flush. So that's with the chlorine and clean it all out so we don't contaminate and kill our, what's it call it? Our little baby canolas. And then I need to get that down. I need to get the 2 trucks down as well. So yeah, sort of a quietish day in terms of not needing to fill because he's got 130 hectares on board and we're only spraying out enough for 100. But yeah, then I've got to go and spray and get all that sort of stuff sorted. So yeah, and Cal's out spreading. He will finish spreading today. I believe he's got 2 paddocks to go and that will be done. And then today's Cal's last day. He's heading off tomorrow. He's heading off for personal reasons and he has going to go back to his farm. So he came from his farm to here. And he's going back there because his dad needs a hand with seeding. So he's going to go and help out his dad. Yeah, he's doing the spreading for us now. And then after then, we were sort of out of jobs anyway, unless we went and did rock picking and things like that. So it works out well because he'll be able to get over and go help his dad out because his dad's falling behind with seeding. So that all works out quite well. So he's skipped across. So you can see we've got a skip over there, a skip here. He's coming up through the middle right now. So we're going to have a look at how we are spacing wise, and also just have a quick dig, just make sure our wheat is going in nicely and where it should be. So this is our right hand side and no improvement. We are, I'd say, about 44 centimetres on the right. And just walking across the bar so far, I mean, no, look at that. That's in the middle of the bar somewhere. And that's like 39 centimetres. So a foot is what it's supposed to be. A foot is 12 inches. 12 inches is 30.5 centimetres for us Australians. So yeah, you can see that this bar isn't set up correctly to begin with. The fact that we've got in the middle of the bar where they haven't touched anything, we've got offsets. It's not ideal. Now I just got to find where this one is here and we'll see what this one looks like. So I believe this is the left hand side of the bar because our centre is just there. That's our outside wheel there. That's our outside wheel there. And I think where I am here, this is our outside. Our joining, and that spot on. That's bang on. That's what it should be. It's a really big concern for the other side because we're not getting our soil through at all. So just going to run over here and I'll get back to you about the soil throw. So this is the left hand side of the bar, the one that we were just on and looking at. But then left hand to left, that's now 40 centimetres. I'm just going to see what the other side of the bar looks like. So this here is our last run. And that is 40 centimetres again. It's such a hard thing. Like, I give credit to the guys when they're out here doing it. You've just, one thing adjusts a lot of things and it's a pain of where to start from, everything like that. But when I'm getting issues like this, I've got a 40 centimetre gap there. Now that should be a 30 centimetre gap, essentially. So these tines need to move 5 centimetres each way. if we take 5 centimeters out from each side, that, look at that, gets us at 30 centimeters. So the tine should be, middle of the tine should be there, and the other middle of the tine should be where my finger is. That's all it needs to move, 5 centimeters each side. But when we're 5 centimeters each side, you then got to move each tine corresponding to make sure that we still match up with our widths. So our 30.5 or our 12 inch, because otherwise, if you just move that outside tine to 5 centimeters, you create a massive problem just there. But yeah, again, this is deer telling me that it's fine and it's something to do with the tractor or my track spacing, but it's not. It's the damn implement not being the right size. So yeah, anyway, I almost forgot that I was going to have a quick dig for my wheat to see what it was looking like. So we'll have a quick dig now. And there it is, down there. There you go, just there. That's our little wheat. You can see one behind it. That is perfect depth, and as you can see, it's going into nice moisture. Right, I'm going to keep driving across this bar and just seeing what our gaps are like. I've just spoken to John Deere. They are, I think someone's coming out, I'm not sure. Jake's coming out with somebody else, and then I think Waldo, who was here dealing with this the last 2 days, is also coming out. I am just getting, because he's moved in that paddock there, I'm going to get into going and spraying the outside laps now, and the rest of the paddock. I'm hoping my wind's okay. The wind has come up a little bit, but yeah, I suppose I could wait a little bit. I don't know. It's not too bad. You know what, I'll jump up here and I'll grab the Kestrel, and we'll see with the Kestrel. So this is the Kestrel. This is a handheld wind, basically handheld weather station. So it gives me my max wind reading, gives me my instant, and then it'll give me, I've got to go the other way for average. Gives you your temp. I don't know if you guys can even see that. Our delta T, which is definitely not at 0, and our RH. So because it's been in a cab, it takes a little while for it to right itself, because that's saying 100% humidity, which it definitely isn't. Delta T is saying 0 because it's 100% humidity. Degrees is slowly coming down, and our wind average, our max is 19 k's, and our average is 13. So even though it seems windy, and I'm sure it sounds windy on the mic, I'm right to get going. So I'm going to get this going now, and I'm going to get spraying, because I just want to be here when Jake and the guys from John Deere are here, because that way I can, we can chat about it all and discuss it all and do everything like that. So get spraying. Alright, let's see if I have learnt how to fold this out properly. Now, I think Henry said it is actually meant to be, no, 7 was folding it. Was 7 folding it? Yep. Maybe it's 9. Let's try 9. Nope. Okay, I completely forgot. Let's try 6. So far, so good. Ah, there we go. It was 6. All right. So I forgot, but we got there in the end, so that's all that matters. I'm going to put the camera down and get spraying. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Righto, we are just cruising along on our outside lap here, and yeah, we're not going to have many runs to do from the side of the paddock out this way. With Africa's rocked up now, and I don't know what they're doing with the bar, but this is why I wanted to get spraying, so I could be there. Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to test it what they want to do, up, back, do our normal skips and everything like that. But we're not gonna have much room for that, because yeah, we've got all these outside laps, and we won't. I think maybe we'll have 20 hectares to come out, which I suppose is a fair amount, but in terms of might only be 10 runs. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. I'll just quickly get this tank out. I've only got 1700 litres to go, so I'm getting through it, and then yeah, we'll go and see what AFGRI are doing to the bar. Pretty sure it shows up on camera. See these here? These lines going across this way? That was the seeder last year. We seeded our canola on the angle going straight up that way there. So we did that because we couldn't get through the stubble with the Borgo, and also for a better germination with the canola. Now with this new John Deere, we're able to get through stubble, so hopefully I can eliminate ever having to go on the angle again. I'll be more confident now with this John Deere and seeding that I'd be able to, you know, I can germinate my canola when I'm going into row sowing. But so that line you're seeing is the compaction line from 1 year's worth of going up and down. It is it's crazy that you can still see it, or you can see it. So it's also the barley stubble from the year before is laying down that way as well. So that's also why you can see it. Barley stubble. So it's Henry, when it's a green crop out here and he's driving along, he can see those whoops in the paddock, because we're obviously controlled traffic, so we keep our line all the time. So when we go off it, all this beautiful soil that we're trying to, you know, keep really healthy and soft and just really good, it's getting compaction from it when we're driving across it like that. And yeah, in the crops, Henry can see it. He can see it looks like W's or M's as he goes across the paddock, because yeah, just that little bit of compaction for 1 year does a huge amount of damage. Okay, so what we've done is we've pulled the gang on each side that I was showing you this morning. We've pulled them out 5 centimeters. Like we were saying out there, a gap out there was 40 centimeters, and that gap should be 30. So pulling each side 5 should then give us a 30 centimeter gap, so a foot gap, and we should be at our normal spacing. So we actually used the winch on the front of the ram here, hooked on, pulled her out. So now what we've got to do, Chris is just going to go up, skip up to there, and then come back on this run that I'm sitting on here, and then we'll be able to see what the difference is, and we'll see what it's like, and we'll see what's going on. Because obviously now I've pulled those ranks out 5 centimeters, where's the gremlin hiding now? It's going to be inside the bar somewhere that we're going to need to shift and adjust and bring out, you know. Yeah, I've gone and sprayed, and now probably wasn't the move to do, because I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. Right, so I haven't filmed anything, I know, I'm sorry, but it's a bit hard to film and you got all these people here. So what we did was like I said, we moved those ranks, and that was good. Now we've got a gap on the left. Yeah, left to left was good. That's right, but right to right wasn't good. So we had to move the tine 2 centimeters to the right, because that's 4 centimeters in total, and that worked. Actually, we haven't actually checked that. I think that worked. But see, the biggest issue I've got now is because we've now made the bar wider, we're getting these big gaps in sections. I think one of them might be 40 centimeters, but instead of it being 30, it's now like 37 sort of centimeters. So we're talking big gaps. It's difficult. I want it sorted, AFGRI want it sorted, but also I need to get seeding. We've got Trefan out there, not the one I did, the one that Henry did yesterday. It needs to be covered in another hour, I think, is when it needs to be covered by. That's not going to happen. So, yeah, it's frustrating for all parties. It is, but yeah, it's getting sorted. What my sort of feeling is that we might just get rolling and just get them to do it at the end of the season, or if we have a lull or something like that. We'll just see. At the moment there's four utes here from AFCRI, so one is the guys that were here earlier. The one's Jake, one is Patrick from head office up there. He's like the development guy. He's the whiz that knows everything, so he's on there at the moment for the blockage monitors. And then another mechanic's just rocked up with I think some software to put onto the screens to try and also sort the blockage monitors out. I'm not too sure on that one, but I'm having to go. I'm about to go pick up the eldest rat bag from the school bus. Cal is just moving Henry's trucks for me. I just haven't had time. I still need to go and do a boom clean on it, so we'll do that a bit later on, and then get that down there for Henry. But yeah, Cal's doing that, and then after that he's going to head off. But yeah, at least that'll be done for me, so that'll be good. So yeah, I guess next time I'll be talking to you will probably be when we're doing the boom clean, I reckon. Time for us to do a boom clean. So I've got to find where Henry keeps there it is, the chlorine. 1, 2, mustn't have a half one ready for me. Okay, so the seeder's going around now. I can't remember what I've already said to you guys. Basically what they're doing now is they're going all the way up to the top of the headland there, because we have got Treffland that's up against the neighbour that needs covering. So he's going to go up there, he's going to cover that, and then the guys are all going up and they're going to adjust a couple of the tines, because a couple of the tines, we've still got like a 38 to a 40 centimetre gap, which isn't good enough. So they're just going to fiddle with it just a little bit, just to get it satisfactory to finish seeding. After seeding, they're going to come and they're going to move every single tine to be correct. Our outside tines are now in the right spot. It's now we just need everything else to be in the right spot. So anyway, I need to get this down to Henry's tanks now, so got to do that. So what's a boom clean, you're asking? Basically, because Henry's been spraying Treffland and Secura, the main product is actually Secura. Treffland we can just do a proper flush and it's okay, but the Secura, they're worried about it going back into the canola and somehow that affecting it, even though Secura's for grass. I'm not too sure. Anyway, so what we do is we use chlorine and we basically wash and rinse the boom out. So you just rinse all the system, rinse the booms, and then flush it out and basically dump it on the ground. You then need to fill it up with fresh water again just to clear out all the chlorine again, because chlorine obviously neutralises everything. And then once that's done, we're good to roll. So we do about 3,000 litres per fill, and yeah, then that's enough to sort of clean everything, flush it all out and get it sorted. Right, so the pump is going at the moment. You can tell because we've got the bar there, and then we've got our litres a minute just going there. So then what we need to do, and hopefully I can do it correctly, so in here I need to turn on, so agitation's on at the moment. We want to turn sprinklers on, so that'll turn agitation off. So it's got the sprinklers going, and I believe Henry told me to turn this one off here. Now this recircs, so the boom recircs. That's how this boom works. But by turning that off, and you can see now our litres a minute have gone to like nothing, I believe that means that now all of the pressure is now just going to my sprinklers inside. So that's just all sprinklers going in there. My pump is still on just here. So I'm assuming I've done it right, Henry, if you're watching. And then basically when I'm ready to spray, I will click that and then I should be able to spray everything out. So we'll fold it out so we can clean these nozzles out. I reckon it's time to flush our boom. So we can get this to work. There we go. So I'm going to turn the boom back on. I'm going to turn the nozzles off, and I think I need that one on there. And then I should be able to section control off up there. And I think if I turn my master on, I'll be spraying. And it is currently spraying out the back there. Okay, time to, well, there's the rat bag. Time to use my hitch that I made for this thing. We don't use this a lot. We tend to use the trucks. So, oh wow. We tend to use the trucks to move Bill. But basically this thing just swings down and we hook on. So I need 2 hands. There we go. When it's in place, it looks something like that. So time to hook Bill up. And that is how we tow Bill. So time to get this down for Henry, and then when we get back we need to go and get fuel for the tractor because it's nearly out. Normally when Henry transports this, it's in road mode. So it's I think 50 k's an hour, 55 k's an hour. And you got to use the foot pedal down here. But because we're towing Bill, you just thought, even though we got the camera, I think we'll just stick at about 25 and just slowly drive down. And that way we know that Bill is gonna make it. And yeah, it'll be all good. Did it make it?
Yeah.
It's all here in one piece? Look at that.
But Dad, the hose came there.
That's okay.
And I think it scratched the window.
No, it's alright. The hose is still here. The truck, the ute's still here. We better go and get some fuel to the tractor. Rightio, we are home. Now the guys moved a whole bunch of the ranks, well the tines, and that seems to, well, we'll see in the morning if
we need to sort out some stuff.
Do we?
Yeah.
We tomorrow morning I'll have a look and make sure that everything is correct and in sort of the right spot, and hopefully it will do us for seeding. So we've only got 1,500 hectares to go, and then they'll be out here and they'll sort it all out for us properly, like it should have been from the start. But anyway, we'll leave the video there. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll catch you in the next one.